So at this point, like, Sweetness is my main focus. I'm really not worried about or sweating that he out there on the beach with somebody else. Because at this point, I really don't care. Like, you gonna keep doing me how you doing me. And I just see that. So I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Don't take it like I'm saying I wasn't hurt about it. Yes, I'm pregnant. I'm having his child. We live together. I'm not with him, but I'm his baby mama. And you know, that hurted my feelings to see him out on the beach comforting, crying on somebody else's shoulder when I'm there. Like, maybe I didn't touch him the way she did. Maybe his feelings weren't raw for me as much as his feelings was raw for her. And as women, there's just some things we have to accept, you know. Maybe I wasn't cute or pretty enough, you know, to have his attention around the family like she do. Because I'm telling y'all, when I used to be around his family, he used to treat me like, when I used to be around Playboy family, he used to treat me like I'm just one of his options. Like, I have another story time of something that he did to me while we was on vacation too with the family, but that's another story time. So yeah, like I said, I could go for days with stories on him. So yeah, back to the story. So yeah, my feelings was kind of raw about it. We all wind up going back to Sweetness' house. We get to Sweetness' house and everybody like, okay, we should just go back to Orlando. So we all wind up getting back in the same cars we rode down there in, and we all wind up going to Orlando. I think I rode back with Sweetness. Did I? Yeah, I rode with Sweetness. I rode with Sweetness because I was there for her the whole entire time since I known about it, like, of the incident that was going on. So I wound up getting in the car with Sweetness, riding back with Sweetness. So in the midst of riding with her and going back with her, like, you know, she crying, I'm crying, we just in the car just riding back. We really don't have much words because, you know, we ain't got no words right now. So we get to the other sister house. So what can I call her? I'm gonna call her Smiley. So we get back to Smiley house because she just always laughing. Like, this sister, she's real cool. Like, she, like, since like the whole incident or whatever, she ain't never treat me no different. She never treat me no other type of way. She ain't look at me different. Even when the situation was going on, she was just, you know, she wasn't really the sister to like do the most, you know. She would just like, it is what it is. Like, she's not gonna do too much. So, and she's actually the baby, I think, of the family. If I'm not mistaken, she's the baby. So, Smiley. So, we get to Smiley house. And when we get to Smiley house, I think we was there for like a whole week. Just, you know, comforting Sweetness, there for Sweetness. Everything was going on with Sweetness. Now, this is what a story get me in my feelings about. Like, this part right here hurt me to the T, hurt my soul, hurt everything that was in me. Like, it took me so long to like get over this. I even went ghost from the world after this. Like, after all this stuff happened to me, I was just so hurt. Like, I couldn't trust nobody ever again in my life. Like, I just felt like instead of people coming to me asking me like what really happened or what really transpired, everybody wanted to go and just this just listening to what they want to listen to. When y'all know Playboy don't even tell the truth about a lot of stuff. He don't lie to y'all about plenty of stuff. So why would y'all take what he say and run with it? Come to me, talk to me about the situation, and we could have figured it out. But you also had Dirtneck over here in the corner trying to do too much. But hold on, we finna get into it. So I say the weekend came. So we're figuring out what type of shirts we want and stuff like that. Like, they getting a person that makes shirts to do us a shirt. So I needed to go home to like visit my mom and stuff like that. So I wanted to go see my sisters, my mom, stuff like that. So I wound up getting dropped off. I got took home or whatever, which was cool. So this where things get a little, this where my feelings really get hurt at. So me and Sweetness texting back and forth through Facebook Messenger. We're texting back and forth about the shirt. So I tell her like this, that, the third, this, that, I got the money for the shirt, this, that, the third. Mind you, this whole time I feel like everybody was setting me up. Like, and it was a setup. It was a setup. Like, it was a setup. Like, I know it was a setup. Because ain't no way I just come back that night and then y'all all like this. So it was a setup. So it was a setup for me to go home, then come back. So mind y'all, I'm texting Sweetness. Everything going good. I'm texting her. I'm not noticing nothing. But in the meantime, between time, Playboy done went and told Sweetness that I was talking about her behind her back. I mentioned a family incident that happened. That wasn't even the case. That wasn't even the case. Like, he didn't even go and tell her what really happened. He just mixed his own words into what the fuck I said when that wasn't even what the fuck was said. So that shit really pissed me off with the whole situation, because don't go back putting words in my mouth that was not even said that I said. Then Dirt Neck, y'all remember and Wail up in the story when I told y'all she found hospital papers. I put the hospital papers under my pillow. Well, me thinking in a situation when me and him was rushing out the house to head to Sweetness' house, didn't think to get my papers from under the pillow. So she found my papers under the pillow, and she was reading something off of the papers that was so off that she didn't even know what the fuck she was reading. She was just in my business. It should never been in my business. And y'all, I'm getting irritated and mad right now because like every time I think about this part, I get very upset, because if she would have kept her motherfucking business nosy ass out of my fucking paperwork, none of this would have transpired. But you know, you got people that hate on you for no reason. Like, you're hating on me, girl. You got more than me. Why are you hating on me? Like, what? I live with my mom. You're hating on me about what? So she went under my pillow. And y'all, I get mad every time I talk about this part. Like, ooh, like, it pisses me off, because me and Sweetness, like, I really looked up to her. Like, this was like a person that I really liked. Like, I like being around her. I like her company. I liked everything, you know, because she was real sweet to me. She always been a sweet person to me. It ain't never been no bad blood with her, like, ever. Like, I ain't never had no negative vibe around her, never. And like, I really liked her because she was herself, and like she was like a person I could look up to, because the way she loved on her kids, the way she just is as a mother, a sister, a friend. She just somebody that I really vibe with, that we really connected. So that's why I was so mad. So boom, Dirt Neck went under the pillow, found the papers. She went to the family and was like, I found hospital papers under her pillow, and she's not really pregnant, this, that, the third. This is what she said. Now, okay, now this is where the tea get juicy. So Sweetness come and pick me up from my mama house. Whole time, y'all, they setting me up. So I get to Smiley house. So that's when I'm inside the house, everybody outside on the stairs. So I'm like, dang, that's kind of weird. I should have already known something was finna like transpire, because all of them outside, and you kind of can hear them like whispering, and they sitting on the stairs. So they all outside. So that's when they sitting outside, I go outside because all of them sitting outside, but it was never nothing said when we was sitting outside. So I sat outside with them. Sweetness got up. Once she got up, well, we was talking, and then she gets up, she goes in the house, and after she get up and go in the house, I get up and go in the house to lay back down, like, by the pad. Oh, and y'all, I forgot. Let me rewind. So he also was playing in my face them that week while I was at Smiley House. So he was also laying on, like, when we went to sleep, he actually invited hairstylists over there, and they actually laid together and slept, was doing whatever they did, was laying up under each other, all that, while I slept on the couch or whatever. They was laying on the floor on the pallet, whatever they was doing. And like, the sisters them had felt the type of way about that. Like, they was saying stuff and stuff like that. It was like, how can you do that in front of her, stuff like that? That's green, you don't do her like that. He was like, that's not my bitch, that's not my bitch, she ain't my bitch, so it should not matter, this, that, the third. I was like, okay, whatever. So yeah, now back to the part where I was. And y'all, yes, he treated me so wrong. Like, and I'm pregnant at this point. Like, how could you treat somebody that you having a baby by like this? Like, so after that, we come in the house. Sweetness, she goes in the room with Smiley, her, Smiley, and Smiley best friend, and the older sister. What I'm gonna call the older sister? I'm gonna call her Island Baby. So Island Baby, yeah, cause she and mind you, Island Baby, she was so sweet to me too. So I could never say that she was acting any type of way or anything. So, and the only reason why I call her Island Baby, because she like her island. She like her island stuff. So Island Baby and all them, they all was in the room. So then when they all up in the room, I ain't saying nothing, I ain't doing nothing. So I hear Sweetness say Erica, cause she don't call me Red. This is just my channel name, y'all. So she say Erica. I can say my name, that's my name. So Sweetness say, Erica, come here. So I'm like, all right. So not knowing what it is, I walk in the room. So then she was like, so I need to ask you a couple of questions. I'm like, yeah, what's up? So I'm not really knowing what's going on, but everybody like surrounding me and they all looking at me. So I'm like, damn, what the fuck going on? You know, I'm walking up in the room, and mind you, I'm pregnant. So if y'all hoes about to jump me, y'all like, what's going on? So I'm looking around, they all staring at me, and she was like, oh, you went to Playboy and you told Playboy this, you told Playboy that, Playboy said this, Playboy said that. I'm like, no, that's not true. So before I can even explain myself, she cutting me off. Like, girl, like, let me explain myself. Like, girl, what is really going on? So I'm trying to explain myself, trying to talk. So I don't want to hear, da da da. And if you ain't pregnant for real, I'm gonna beat your ass, this, that, the third, mind you. So mind y'all, I know y'all like, oh, you probably, no, I'm not finna try to fight and argue with nobody about anything. Like, what I got a lie for? Like, y'all doing too much. So as they surrounded me, then she was like, oh, and bitch, we brought a pregnancy test. Ho, you gonna take this pregnancy test? Like, selling me out. I'm like, where's all this coming from? So that's when I'm crying or whatnot, cause like I'm in my feelings, cause like at this point, like, first off, you not letting me explain myself, and I felt like they were trying to handle me like I'm a little ass girl. And now that I sit and look back on that shit, like that shit really like gets me mad as fuck, cause don't handle me like that. Like, I'm a grown ass woman, like don't handle me like that. So I go in the bathroom and I pee in the cup or whatever, and then I guess they take the pee or whatever and put it on the pregnancy test. And then Smiley like, oh, well, she is pregnant for real, you could see it on the test. So that's the day that everybody really found out that I was pregnant. So then they like, oh, this, that, the third. And then she was like, I'm not gonna beat your ass because you pregnant, this, that, the third, but bitch, don't speak on my family, this, that. I'm like, where the fuck all this coming from? So I'm trying to talk, but I'm crying and shit, cause at this point my feelings hurt, cause bitch, you mean to tell me like y'all playing with me for real? Like, I don't been here this whole time. You knew about this. You know we cool, we close. Why you just condemn me and tell me like, you know, well, Playboy said you said this and this, that, the third, but it was never none of that. So I'm like, all right, cool. So as the situation happening, Playboy walk his ass in there with Dirtneck. So I see them walking in. So here come Dirtneck, here come Playboy. I'm like, oh, this shit really is a fucking setup. So then that's when Dirtnet was trying to voice her opinion while Sweetness doing all that yelling and shit. Like, so Dirtnet trying to say her opinion really didn't fucking matter. Like, oh yeah, I found the papers under her pillow. So then that's when like Sweetness like kind of checked her right in that point. She did kind of check her or whatever. She was like, well, we don't care because she really is pregnant. This, that, the third. Then they went to throwing out a DNA test. Bitch, I've been with this boy ever since I got pregnant. Don't even try me with no fucking DNA test. Like, nobody could ever try me with no fucking DNA test, because don't even play with me like that. So she was like, and this, that, the third. Child, I ain't trying to hear that. So that's when after that or whatever, I left. Like, I went outside and I was crying and stuff. And then Island Baby, their sister Island Baby, she wound up telling me like, you know, everything gonna be okay. Don't cry. Like, I don't know why they did you like that. Stuff like that. And just was like, I could give you a ride to your I'll give you a ride home, this, that, the third. I was like, okay. So I'm crying the whole time. She just trying to really calm me down, just trying to be on my side or whatever. And this, that, the third. So after that, y'all, I didn't hear from Playboy until like I say about a month later. I heard from him a month later. And you know, I was still supposed to be having a baby or whatever, but with that situation, I wound up, you know, things wound up not going as planned. I wound up losing the baby. Even though I was high risk, I wound up losing the baby, and that was that. So everything happened for a reason. I feel like God was just showing me, like, you put your trust into too many people, and you be trusting into too many people, and you see how they do you at the end of the day. So I think that's just God showing me that I just needed to stop messing with people. Now today I have 0 friends. Like, y'all, I don't talk to nobody. I don't trust nobody. Like, I stopped putting my trust in people. I stopped putting my love in people. I'm just focused on me now. Like, me is the me. I don't care if you don't like the way I look. I don't care if I'm fat. I don't care if I'm ugly to you. I don't care. Like, in this point in my life, I don't care. I don't care what nobody think about me, because I'm me. It saved me from a heartache. It saved me from getting my feelings hurt, this, that, the third. So today, so not today, but as far as that situation go, I did wind up losing baby, and he wound up finding out a month later that I lost the baby. I think right after that situation, me crying, like, me just being like every day about the situation, I was just so hurt in my feelings and just, you know, out of it. I wound up losing my baby or whatever. And that was just something I had to deal with. I had to deal with the father acting stupid. I had to deal with me losing my baby. Him trying to lie to his sisters, this, that, the third. And then it was like some back and forth after I left with Sweetness. Oh, she like, don't post nothing on Facebook about my family, this, that, third. Which I wanted to never talk about her family. I was just talking about how fake the situation and how fake she was. And I felt like she was fake because don't do that. Like, you could have came to me and talked to me woman to woman. I don't care about a situation that's going on. Erica gonna always keep it a buck with anybody. I don't care. I don't care how bad it hurt your feelings. I'm gonna keep it real. So she didn't wind up doing that, but he wound up coming and apologizing to me, calling his sisters, and wound up telling his sister the truth of everything that happened, and that it was really his fault. He really didn't, you know, the situation wasn't really like that, how he was portraying it to be to her. He apologized to me. He tried to talk to me after that, but mentally, physically, I was done. I didn't want nothing else to do with him. And that's that. And, you know, as time go on, Dirtnet Cat got in my inbox. She apologized to me as well. She was like, I'm sorry, this, that, third. Y'all, I think I have some receipts, but I don't know. Like, I'm just not trying to go back through all those DMs and messages and stuff and trying to add them in here. But yeah, she wound up coming back to me apologizing for what she did and how she lied on me and stuff. But at this point, fuck your lie. fuck your apology, bitch, because I don't give a fuck about none of that. And like all that shit she was doing and all that, I don't care. Like, don't apologize to me. You hurt somebody and you played in my face, and then you went and tried to look at some hospital papers like I'm lying or something. Don't ever do that. Like, one thing I don't like, and I'm gonna address you right now on this video because I'm speaking on it. Don't you ever in your fucking life, I don't give a fuck if somebody ever, you don't go snooping through somebody's shit trying to lie and talking about what they got on their paperwork. Like, come on, y'all have to be grown. Like, that was childish as fuck. Like, if you needed to know something about my paperwork, come and ask me. You was in my face. But that's nor here nor there. I have grown from that. I have learned from this situation. I left that. As of now, me, Sweetness, Smiley, Island Lady, and Playboy, we all like, we cool. Left that in the past. That's dead. That's in the past. I'm not getting on here trying to say nothing, because these people don't even know who y'all is, because I'm not even giving out real names or real drops. But I just felt like this story needed to be told, because it's my story. It's something that happened to me that was traumatic, and I don't like it. And I got plenty more stories, not just this story. But yeah, this one story just hit home for me, and this was a traumatic, touchy story. And it's a long story, so I just wanted to like get this video out there. But y'all like, y'all comment, y'all subscribe, y'all hit that post notification bell to know every time your girl posts. And like I said, when I reach my first 1K subscribers, I'm gonna be giving away $200. So y'all keep liking, y'all comment, y'all subscribe, y'all do what it do, y'all get them subscribers up. I'm gonna try my best to at least post a video. Try my best to at least post a video like every other day. If not every other day, at least try to get something out every day. And some days it may be 2 videos, some days it may be just 1. So yeah, I'm trying my best, because I really want to get this YouTube stuff going. But yeah, y'all, there's plenty more story times on him, and plenty more story times. I gotta tell y'all about other things that traumatic happened in my life. This is not the only thing. But yeah, y'all, I am out.